Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry
So
about.
here he has Mashiach, not Masiach. So the copyist is making a mistake because in his native language, whatever that is, maybe it's some Indian language, I have no idea. And let's say this is a translation just for argument's sake. He might not be the original translator. He might just be a copyist of something that was before him. And he doesn't know the distinction, even in his head, between Mashiach and Masiach. Look, you'll see this when non-Arabs are dealing with Arabic. There's a profound difference in Arabic between hayt and chayt, or ha and cha, right? I don't know. There's just non-Arabs will, or especially people who don't know Hebrew as well, will confuse those two letters with the eight. I mean, I see this all the time. People say Elohim instead of Elohim, right? You'll hear in movies, they'll say Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu. Eloheinu, it's with a hey. Why would you say Eloheinu? Because they don't know the difference between ha and cha. So I wonder if this isn't just a phonetic issue. I find it hard to believe that this is meant as an insult. It could be, I don't know. But when we see Ruach HaKodis with a samach, nobody could say HaKodis is an insult. He just doesn't know how to pronounce HaKodesh, or he doesn't know how to distinguish. It's like when I was a kid, we had this plumber who was from Eastern China originally, and he told my mother there was lust in the pipes, by which he mean rust, right? Okay, so he's not trying to insult us. He doesn't distinguish the two sounds. And whoever wrote this probably obviously didn't distinguish between Kodesh and Kodes. That's clear.
Yeah.
Right.
I think
there could be another explanation, but that seems the more obvious explanation.
Well, yeah, and you're looking at Yeshua. A lot of people call that a insulting use of the Son of God's name. My understanding is really just the way the Aramaic language spelled his name.
Right. So we have inscriptions from the Second Temple period. We have ossuaries, like little bone boxes where they would bury people and put the bones in a box. And we have ones that have the name Yeshu, Yud Shin Vav. And I think on the same bone box, it says Yeshua with an ayin. So that was like, I don't know. It was an abbreviation of Yeshua. Because, like you said, in Aramaic, and more particularly Galileans even speaking Hebrew, couldn't pronounce ayin. Yes. So that's only an insult if you mean it as one. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I don't see it because everything else reflects the awe that
that one doesn't impress me. Let's put it that way. And Hamasiach doesn't impress me.
Well, let me give you one indication. Yeshua is pronounced, it's used 60% of the time in the New Testament manuscripts.
With an ayin. Or Yeshu, which one?
Yeshua, with an ayin, right? Okay. So Yeshu is used 25% of the time, and Yehoshua is used 10% of the time, which is pretty much a made-up name unless you know something I don't know.
And Yehoshua is a made-up name?
Yehoshua is, in other words...
Like Joshua?
Yehoshua.
So Joshua, the son of Nun, in Hebrew is called Yehoshua. So is that what you mean? Or
well, no, that could be the reason. A lot of people think it's from the same root. And
it's obviously... So Yehoshua, the son of Nun, in Nehemia, I think it's chapter 8, is called Yeshua, the son of Nun. So, I mean, it's clearly, I don't know that it's disputed that it's the same name.
Well,
look at that, Ruach Kudsa with a samach. Obviously, he's pronouncing sha as son, sa as sha. He's having trouble distinguishing them.
Well, it's probably his dialect.
And then, you got the same, it looks to me like that first document I showed that was much clearer is owned by Rahabi, probably. Mm-hmm. And then you have
So what I think the takeaway here is for the non-technical listener is, especially those who are listening and not seeing this, guys, we're looking at manuscripts. Go to nehemiaswall.com and watch this, because we're actually seeing the manuscripts here from Cambridge that originally came from India and were brought in 1806 over to England. And there are subtleties when you look in the manuscript. Somebody can write an article, and she might be right? In other words, Masha Van Doren is saying Masiach is an insult. It means destroyer, uprooter. But maybe it's just the guy's dialect of whatever language he speaks, and he has trouble distinguishing, because it's really hard to argue that Ruach HaKodesh is somehow an insult. Like what would the meaning of that?